What is going on, guys? We are back on the Monk. We're in the Tower of Frozen Shadow. I figured I should get the eye patch on this guy. And, you know, just looking for something to do. Well, we got somebody here. So I figured we'll start killing some of the stuff down here. See if we can't get the pages to drop. Oh, these are light blue. How many are in here? 3. Well, that seems like a lot. How many do we have in here? 2. We can go for this. Oops, I got bashed. Let's see if we can. Let's go out in here. No, it's too close. We're stuck staring at the dog. I'm getting destroyed. Am I attacking? Not attacking. Alright, let's start attacking. Let's put some regen on. See if we can be alright. Might have to start splitting, doing monk things. These guys are pretty tough. See if we can get the light blue down, and maybe we could feign the dark blue off. But we're gonna have to kill one of them faster than 2 of them can kill me. So we are level 35. I went to Firionovai and killed some of the Drollvargs there. You know, I went there on the Beast Lord, and it seemed really good, so I went there on this guy, and it is really good. But, you know, I don't know. Just got a little bored of there. Alright, so we're doing good on this guy now. I got, no, I have him off. Do I have him off? Okay, I do. I've been leveling up Disarm and our Intimidation, aka like our Fear. But I don't have them being pressed right now, which is a good idea because we're indoors. And these guys will haul ass and aggro a bunch of stuff, so we don't want to do that. Now, if this guy happens to spawn the key holder, we're going to be in trouble. So we'll see how that goes. We did get riposte at level 35, which I am level 35 now. I don't know if I said this already, but for now I figured out how to use the human trainer. I just bought a couple of the invis pots, or the cloudy potions. I don't have any on me. But I used one to get behind the trainer and you sneak, and then when you use the trainer it breaks invis, but you're still sneaking behind the trainer so they don't see you. So you can train up and then use another pot and walk out. And yeah, that costs like 20 plat, but that is better than going back to Kunark, I feel. Anyways, riposte is up to 82, and it's going pretty fast, but, you know, we're pretty fresh into 35, about 25% in here. Let's see how much XP this guy gives, also 25% in. %, so nothing crazy. But that was tough. Gnome skin. I mean, we actually don't really have a neck. So what is this? 5 AC, weighs 1. Our current neck is nothing. 2 AC, weighs nothing though. I got a ton of weight on me. I weigh a ton. I meant to go by the bank before I came here and I forgot. I guess we'll put it on. Just put some of this stuff in bags, I guess. Delete some money here. I'll leave the gold. Not too crazy worried about it. Yeah, so I definitely can't take the 3 over here. Those will destroy me. I also likely can't take these 2 either. I don't think you can single those. They're gonna aggro together. I should have throwing stuff. I'm all like unprepared, so it is what it is. We'll deal with it. Take a look-ski at what we got going over here. How many are we gonna aggro? What is this? 3 of them? Light blue. Oh fuck. Well, we could always just click out. But let's, oh boy. See how much damage we can do here. What are we killing, the dark blue? These seem to be a lot weaker than the dogs, so we'll be alright. We're not really after XP here, I guess. Obviously we want XP, but that's not our top priority. I think our top priority is to get the pages that drop here. Man, these are knocking me everywhere. Let me get off this stupid slidey stuff. There we go. Top priority is to get the pages that drop in here so that we can do our eye patch quest. Because that'll help us out a lot. We're not going to need the map. Turn that off. Hope you all had a great holiday weekend and all of that. Just coming off the holiday weekend. Hopefully y'all got to rest up. Fuctivus? Fuctivius? Fuctavius. Okay, so these weren't so bad. It's way easier to manage 3 of these than 2 of the dogs. The dogs are kind of crazy. Obviously lower level, because that dark blue only gave me 1%. Whereas that dog gave me 2. But who knows? Maybe it was just a matter of where it was. Second part of Icecloud map on the 3rd floor. Bummer. Can't get up there. Nor could we... Well, I mean, we might. With Sneak, we might be able to get to it, but probably not. End up dying on the 2nd floor. Be a disaster. Take some bone chips, okay. So let's see here, we're at full health. That guy's going to get it, I assume. We're gonna have to face pull. And I doubt we can take these. I doubt we can take these. But I guess we try. Just to see. Oh, we single pulled it with a face pull. Okay. Let's run him back. To somewhere less annoying to fight him. Okay. Well, then we can take him definitely one-on-one. Oh, if we had attack on, for sure, that'll work. Here's another thing. Speaking of specters or ice shades, is they patched the pet situation, so my Necro's pet's not an absolute mega beast anymore. These guys are actually quite weak. Fighting the ice shade. Ice shades look pretty cool. Yeah, so I mean, back to just being a regular basic Necro. Doesn't change a ton, but damn, life was good when I had like a monk for a pet. That was pretty wild, hitting for 133s and shit like that. Lost all the gear, they didn't give it back or anything like that. They wiped everybody's pets, they fixed it, and then they wiped everybody's pet. So you don't even get to like have it and then try to keep it alive as long as you can or anything like that. So that's fine. We got our use out of it. We didn't dump too much money. We dumped like 4K in, which is, it's not nothing, but It's not nothing. But I think we got our use out of it. We farmed a bunch of plat and stuff and had fun. And I pushed my level all the way up to like 85% into the level. And then like I was duoing with my friend in Carner's Castle. And we pushed it all the way up. And then I, you know, went out and did crazy stuff and all that, and I died a couple times. I'm always dying on the Necro, because I'm always trying to do crazy stuff on the Necro, but that was fine, because then now I could level with them more. For a minute there, I was looking for someone to sacrifice me, but I didn't find anybody. So then I just took a couple deaths, trying to push the envelope. Because I found in the grob farm I was doing, I found more guards that I can kill. three more guards near the, I think it's the Shadow Knight trainer, and I can kill those in front of the GMs and they don't care. Not all GMs treat it like that. Then I found a way to get past the warrior GMs scot-free, never aggro them anymore, utilizing levitate. And then with that method, I found a way to pull another guard who's up high, who I couldn't reach, who I could now reach. And so that added 4 more guards, and then I found 2 more guards, but those are tough. And I was trying to perfect that, and that's when I died, because it aggroes a GM. I don't know which one. It's crazy though. Like for some reason the GM aggroes. So there's a. Imagine this. Imagine a guard being right here down this hall, right in front of me, straight right here. And then there's a GM down another hall to the right. So like over here, but he's got line of sight of this one. So if I stand where I am now and I cast a, snare on this one, that other GM starts hauling ass at like so speed. And if I feign death and it fails, I got to get up and run. And he's hauling ass at so speed, and which is a little faster than me because I got J boots. And it's usually fine. If I'm fast enough, I can target him and stick my pet on him. And that buys me time because he 2-shots my pet because he's an absolute unit of a GM, right? Anyways, I died checking that out a couple times, trying to figure that out a little bit. Is this a Skelly? No? Oh, you can actually see people killing on level 2. Interesting. So then, I wonder what the respawn rates in here are. There's nothing. Oh, hello everyone. I wish there was more dark blues, but I guess I came a little bit late. But like I said, the main purpose is to try to farm up some pages, get a key. We can get a key, and pretty sure the second level I'll just get trampled because they're all casters and they will mez you or charm you or whatever. But we can always check it out if we get the key, or at least we could have the key. Maybe get in a group or something too. I guess is a possibility. I'm not gonna play too long, though. We're just coming in here for a quick session. Been working a lot. Been working a ton. Worked through the holiday weekend, including the holiday and everything. Medical field never stops. And I always pull the short straw with holidays. But it is what it is. Got some time off now, so I'm looking forward to getting some play in. Probably go visit my mother. The skeleton runs. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Ooh, we're drifting. We're drifting. Okay. So this guy was here. Oh, there's a key mob. Alright, so we got the key. Oh, hello. Well, at least there's a dark blue in here. Got to level 30. Tried the T-staff. I don't know. I think it's roughly the same, to be honest. Roughly the same as the Runed Fighter staff. Didn't really notice it being faster or slower. I mean, obviously the attack speed is slower on the T-staff. I mean, the kill speed. Kill speed didn't seem faster or slower. Seemed like it kind of broke even. You hit a lot harder, but you hit a lot slower. But it just feels better having the Rune Fighter staff. Maybe if I was in here, maybe this would be a good spot to do it. Do I have it on me? I do. So we could check it out. Since these mobs are lower level, you won't miss as much. And so I was thinking fighting like light blues, maybe it feels good. Because you don't miss as much, so you don't miss those you know, longer delayed hits. But see, when you miss a couple times, feels bad. It's still pretty fast considering. But I was thinking with the eye patch, if we get the eye patch, that'll make a slower weapon more viable. Because a percentage of slow obviously affects a longer delay weapon more than a fast delay weapon. Or a shorter delay weapon. Also, you get the proc on T-staff at level 50, so obviously we'll start wearing it at 50. But that's far away. But overall, like I said, kind of feels the same. Attacking fast just feels better than attacking slow, and that's all it comes down to. There's a dead guy on the wall. Alright, so we got the key. Let's finish clearing this place out, though. Now at level 40, our damage cap goes up again, but I don't think we're maxing anyways, so I don't think that's going to affect us because the damage cap's pretty high at 30. So I think we're already in the clear of what it would or could be. So I don't think a level 40 is going to really introduce anything different for us. But again, level 50, of course, we'll start proccing and we'll move to this weapon for sure. And by that time, hopefully we'll have the eye patch, obviously. Hopefully. Fading Shadow Reaper. Rapier. What is that? Pile of dump. Oops. Oh, well, just drop that. Who cares? Alright. I'm going to check the dogs again. See if they respawned already. Or if... I mean, if only one is spawned, I wouldn't mind killing them. Looks like they're both spawned. Yeah, screw that. That was tough as hell. Looks scary for a minute. Wow, these are already up. Which means those are already up. Which means we might pull a bunch of crap. Let's see. Wonder if we can just pull them right here without aggroing the other one. We can? Okay. Kill these guys again. Now the thing is, the Drollvargs in Furiona Vi are dark blue for the most part, and you just dumpster them. They have no life. It's a really good spot because they really don't have very much life. And you can take advantage of that and just go in there and just dumpster them over and over and over with little to no downtime. You can see down here in the chat where I would be proccing if my will was sufficient. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and put the other one back on. Also, the T-staff is wild. It weighs 10 pounds. That's crazy. That is crazy. So that's another reason to kind of not use it unless you're getting the full potential out of it. So I got a to-do list when I go to town next. I need to buy... What do we got here? What is this? A globe of fear. Oh, man, you know what I need? Oh, is it iron rations? I should get rid of those first. I need, like a tink bag or something. I should be farming cash on the Necro and buy a tink bag for this guy. I need more like 100% bags. I can't hold shit on this dude. Oh. This guy was kind of taking me to town there for a second. So actually today, the time of this recording, it's the 28th. The TLP comes out today that I was gonna play, but I don't feel like it. And you know, I was watching some videos. I always watch. I watch a lot of EverQuest videos. You know, I watch videos of servers I don't play all the time. You know, I'll watch somebody play THJ. I watch a ton of P99. I'll even watch a couple people play on TLPs or just TLP related videos. Even though I haven't played a TLP in quite some time, I still watch them. I just like to consume the EverQuest videos, you know. And plus, I like some of the dudes, you know, who do the videos. Just because they're not playing on my server, it doesn't bother me. It's all relatively the same. Let's heal up here a bit. But anyways, so I was watching some video, I think it was the Brit Canuck maybe, watching his video of the TLP. Oh, that was funny. He had a video that was like, you know, where should you play EverQuest in 2025? THJ or the new TLP. Those were the options. That was like the premise of the video. And I watched it, and it was pretty early still, like when the video came out on YouTube. And then I went into the, you know, comments as I was watching it. I was like looking down, and I added one myself. But the first like 3 or 4 comments all said play Project Quarm. Like, I thought that was funny. I think there was 3 comments that said play Project Quarm, and then I added another one. But I thought that was funny. We're gonna get stuck up here. We shouldn't have done that. Because the mirror's on the other side of the room, right? Oh, fuck. Where am I? Yeah, the mirror is all the way over here. Oh, shit. There should be people up here, though. Let's see. Obviously, they're pissed at me. Indifferent? No, scowling, ready to attack. Oh, there's somebody here. Let's go ahead and let's try to head towards the exit. That guy's just camping one mob or something. He's level 60 probably. He's got his epic on. Okay. Why is that ghostly scholar sitting? Is that somebody's pet? Okay. Oof. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, don't look at me. Oh my god. So it's behind right here? Why is there so many dudes right there? Did they just train them or something? Oh man. Oh man. Oh. That's not good. That's not good. No, let me go. Let me go. Oh shit. Oh no. I'm somebody's pet. Why am I attacking? Who are you attacking, in fact? Oh, we're dead, boys. Who are you attacking? Trying to spam feign death. Okay. Well. We can get back pretty quick. I'm feign death now. Maybe I did feign death there at the end. Or as I died. That was a bad idea. Shouldn't have gone up there. I'm gonna have to get my body back. Shoot. Alright, so we're actually gonna go on a rescue mission. And we're gonna take the Necro there and clear out. Just clear that out. So I mean, I would be able to drag, or you can't really drag because you're stuck on the floor. But I would be able to like summon my own corpse, but I can't do that. So we're just gonna, it's right here. All we gotta do is run right here. It's not very far. So I got the monk parked there. So we're just gonna go ahead and run there here. We're gonna clear it out. Like, I mean, everybody else there is a 60, just clearing shit out. So we're gonna clear it out and then log it on the monk, grab the body, and get back out of there. That was a bad decision. Thought it would be, I don't know, fun to at least look around, but you know, that's how I am on a lot of my characters. I'm just like willy-nilly. What do they say? Put hazard to the wind or something like that. Just don't really care. Obviously, if I don't want to die, like on hardcore, you can play that style, but typically I don't know. I don't like to play that style because it can get boring, you know. It's fun in its own ways too. I obviously love hardcore and the style that it brings, but when you've been playing that for, you know, the last couple of months, sometimes you just want to be free, you know? You just want to kind of go run around willy-nilly. Dying can be super detrimental. Obviously, you lose XP, you lose your body, all that crap. But I just don't care so much right now. Obviously, I'm not going to try to die. We did it for the memes, we'll say. But we're going to take my nerfed pet, and we're going to get on over there. You know what I did get? Got Archlich. Pretty cool. Actually, let me get my pet haste out, because that takes forever to mem. So we got Archlich, which is the next one up. Got it for 2.5k, not too bad. Obviously you can get it for free if you raid, but I haven't been raiding. So I bought it for 2.5k, and it makes you look like a Shade or a Spectre as well. So that's cool. And it's, you know, obviously more mana to life conversion, which is also cool. Bit of a rescue mission, and then we'll get back to, I guess, farming a little of floor 1. This is why I never went to floor 2 on the Beast Lord, though. For any of those of you, probably none of you, who haven't been in here, floor 2 is kind of wild. So if I went up there on the Beast Lord, I would have never been able to get out, unless I just sat there waiting patiently for some other group to come through and clear it, as maybe they're on their way. But what it seems to be most people are doing is they're just training the exit, you know, to get to the next floor. And obviously, in a tenth of a second, it's all over. Because they saw me, obviously. And then immediately, all three of them cast on me. I was, I think, charmed. And I don't know what they were having me fight. That's the weird thing. Is usually if they charm you as a pet, you only fight other people. I didn't see any other people around. So I don't know what I was swinging at. Maybe it was just like a visual glitch that my guy was swinging and stuff. But I was dotted to all hell, so maybe I was just dying to dots while I was standing there. And for some reason, my guy was like swinging away and doing weird stuff. They could have also been casting in intimidation, because my guy does, like, he starts dancing around and swinging stuff and doing all kinds of weird shit when you cast intimidation. So that could have been it too. All right, so let's see. Let's put the haste on the pet, and we'll just get going. Let's get Archlich out, and let's just go. We should kill, because I don't know exactly how the pet is going to interact when I go upstairs, so let's just see. Let's not aggro shit and then go, and then, I don't know, train it with the pet. I don't know exactly how it works when I click up. I don't have the key on this guy. Is that a real thing? That is a real thing. Fuck. I didn't think about that, actually. Now that is a bust. I didn't think about that. I do not have the key. Shit. Okay, well. This is a longer rescue mission than I thought, but I'm gonna have to get the key. Shouldn't take too long with a level 60. You know what will happen is the a page will drop instead of the key, and then with the page dropping, I won't be able to get here on the monk. I should have camped in floor 1, but I didn't. And then the page will rot, or somebody else will loot it. I'm telling you. Watch, that'll happen. At least I can collect some bone chips here, real quick. What was that? Why didn't it let me loot that? Hold on. Hide corpse. Why did it stop me from looting that? I don't know what the pages look like. Motherfucker, dude. I told you, man. That's how it works, dude. That's how it fucking works, man. Well, I'll loot that. But let's see if we can get the key to drop in a matter of seconds. Or if we can get lucky and... No. Oh, shit. Bro, I swear, dude. That's just how it works, man. If we can get it to drop in a minute or so, there's a shot that we can get the monk out back in and to loot that, but not likely. Why can't I loot this skeleton? Is that one? Let's kill that. Oh, don't do that. Well, that's funny, if anything. Called that, you know. Go kill those dogs, that's for sure. All right. Hilarious. Maybe more will drop between now and the key, I guess. It's possible. This isn't going to be too entertaining. I thought this was going to be a lot faster. My bad. What are all these things? Fading short sword. So many items in here. Nothing's just like fine steel. Or Valium. Secrets! Why did you nerf my pet? I'm just kidding. It was like super OP. That was wild. Wild times. Wild times. I guess I'll go loot that thing. Is this it? No, that's a mob. It's in the other room. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Maybe you can, I don't know. I don't know. Better, I don't know. Get in there. Swing at him. These guys respawn fast. Maybe this whole place respawns fast. Oof, not on my bingo card today. I was farming green mobs on the Necro, but... yeah, no, when you do dumb stuff, you gotta do even more dumb stuff. At least that's on EverQuest, that's how it works. Oh, cool. I came here with a ton of shit from the trolls. Nice. Oh, I don't even have room for that, do I, huh? Oh. Man. It's just one of those days. I guess we'll just get rid of... oh, that's the page, huh? Oh, man. Oh, come on. Clicking. Clicking is hard. Hopefully we'll get a key pop here pretty quick. I don't want to... You don't aggro on my pet, literally fighting the mob right there, but you can aggro on me. Little old me, just standing there. Bro, come on, dude. So you can get other shit here, right? Like Belt of the Turtle or something? What does that drop off of? Anything here? Or like name mobs here? I'm not even sure. I heard you can get like all the Lotazol drops here. I'm assuming something like that would drop off of like a named or something. Is that another page? No shot. No shot. You know, they just like to punish me. That's all it is. They're just like, let's make an example of this complete idiot. Why would it not go in my bag? Didn't I just delete something? Maybe I right-clicked instead of left-click. Oh, the boss! Shit! I shouldn't have looted that so fast. Haha. Can you multi-quest? Is that a thing? Let me know. Probably want to pet haste here soon. defense. Give me that. Okay. Go ahead and destroy that. Okay. Oh, my pet's not here yet. Oh, there he is. I don't want to clear everything out. Just like the stuff at the back, probably. It respawns so fast. And the monk seems to be able to get past all this shit, so. Oh, my pet took offense to, God damn it. Oh, shit. I could invis undead. I'll lose my pet, though, so we don't want to do that. So apparently we're just going to clear it all out. Come on. Come on, bro. Just aggro on the pet. It's crazy that they don't want to aggro on the pet when he's fighting. So what if I stand up? Nothing? Okay. No, no, no. Oh, shit. Oh, well, whatever. Let's rehaste the pet here. Okay. It doesn't matter if I take a while to get there, as long as I kill them in camp. That should be fine. The lead up to it shouldn't matter at all. Gotta watch out, because these things seem to aggro kind of through the wall a little bit. Should just go this way. Oh, the angry... No shot, dude. What? Oh, we got the key. What is this luck, man? Oh, come on now, man. I get myself killed here. Okay, well, let's loot one of these. Interesting though. We got the keys so fast. I've been watching like Sendrith in here a lot and other people or whatever, and just like pages and keys just not dropping, and we just willy-nilly came in here and got everything. Oh, even that dude's up. Why did I go on the inside again? Stay on the outside. Hey, there's my corpse. Have you seen my corpse? Man, I don't know if we can get in here fast enough before all this shit respawns. But as long as there's only maybe like one thing, that's respawning. You know, that won't be as bad as like 5 things aggroing on them all at the same time. Maybe. Hopefully. I don't really know. Dude, what? Tashani only. Dead as a doornail. Okay. We gotta bust this out pretty quick here. God, I was right there, obviously. So we're gonna camp. That's not good. And that's my pet. Idiot. Start camping here. Got to get over on the monk real quick like. And hope that most stuff is still dead and we don't run into any trouble. Okay, sneak did not work. Wait, what the fuck? Okay, there we go. Shit, I'm so slow. Everything is up. That dude's looking at this direction. Why is that right? I don't know. Fuck. Oh, fuck, I'm scared. For the love of God, why is everything respawned? Fuck. Is that event still on? All right, loot all. All right. Well, we had to pull out the big guns, but we got our body back. Let's go ahead and not do that again, huh? Let's not do that again. Where are we? Where are we? Okay. So it puts you one to the right of the entrance, it looks like. Well, we still need those pages that we just looted. Bro, why am I fucking so slow? Am I sneaking? No. Just look slow. Okay, let's get back in here. And let's do a little more killing. I'm pretty sure it can spawn the yeah, they dropped off the skeletons. Okay. Just had to think about that for a second. We got 2 dark blues on this one. That's nice. It's good. It's nice. What are the odds though, right? Seeing that we just got both drops, what are the odds that we get them again within the next, little bit? probably not good. At least if we're getting dark blue mobs, we're getting XP, so that's good. Our post is already up to 114. I think that was like in the 80s. It just went up twice right there. I think it was in the 80s when we first started the video. The respawn times are insane, so maybe we should be able to get it here by farming some skelly boys. Your faction with Serena Sill Tor got worse. Oh, what is it? I guess the odds are in my favor. We don't have room. Okay. Make room. I don't know. I gotta look at how much this stuff sells for. Let's just get rid of those stupid teeth. Oh, that's a funny thing. So these teeth, right? They're the teeth that drop off the Droll Vargs in Furion Vi. And, so I was farming in Furion Vi, you know, blah, blah, blah. Looting some teeth and all of that. And then I got the idea. I was like, I'm a much lower level than I was when I was on the Beast Lord, right? So remember I said on P99, turning in those teeth give a lot. I think even around level 40, they're still giving like per 4 teeth you turn in, you're still getting like 3 to 4%. So if you got a stack or 3 of these teeth, you can get like half a level or something. It's crazy. But on this server, not so much. So I turned them in on the Beast Lord, I think around level 39, I think. And they literally didn't move the bar at all. Like not even, I did several turn-ins and it didn't even go to 1%. So, fucking bird outside my window is pissing me off. Dude, me and birds are at war, dude. It's what happened to the songbirds? Like, oh, they're chirping, they're singing a song, it's so nice. Fuck that, dude. They just like scream bloody murder and shit. And they sound like idiots. There's no singing songbirds. Let's kill these shades. And for what? Just like the same shit over and over and over. I wonder if the mic's picking that up. I won't know until later. Oh, man. Oh, no. I'm not clicking that. Are you crazy? I'd rather die right here than click that. I think we can take this, though. Let's see. I don't know. I kind of got smashed by that one the other time. All we got to do is kill one and FD. In theory. I forgot what I was talking about now. Oh, man. Oh, dude. They hurt. Shit. Maybe we could book for the other exit. But I'm too dumb to do that. Too hard-headed. What's Mend at? Mend's on cooldown. Anyways, what was I talking about? Furion Vi. Dude, I get like a little lead on them, and then they just chunk me heavy. I don't know if it's because they do their procs. All right, here we go. Here we go. So in Furion Vi, I was trying to think to myself, okay, I could do the same way I used the trainer, the human trainer. I can do that, and I can turn in some fangs, maybe, perhaps. I don't know. It depends. It depends on if you need faction or not. Whatever. I gotta try it, right? Fuck that, dude. Furiona Vi is littered in pilgrims and other stuff. So anyways, I sneak my ass. First of all, I take the human boat to Furiona Vi. Because I don't want to take... Well, either way, the evil boat don't like you. The good boat doesn't like you. Of course, you could buy a port. I just don't really buy ports that much on EverQuest. I understand it's the fastest way to get around. I just don't do it, really. I like to take boats. I understand it takes time. It's not time efficient. We're gonna get clapped right here. I should start thinking about feign deathing. Because it might not even work, you know? But we're actually gaining life here, so... Yeah, we continue to gain life. Finally, the bird flew away, I think. Jesus. Okay, we're gonna do that. He dropped a 50 burger on me, but... And a 40? Oh my god, and then he procced? Wow, how tides turn real quick. Getting EverQuested. We got a drop. Fuck. Fuck. No. Kill him! We're doing it, boys. Kill him or die. You're seeing it here. Watch me die. Tune in next time. Bruh. Did it work? I don't know. Come on, dude. And yes, I have the macro to turn off my attack. That's hilarious. I'm pretty sure my life said 0 at some point. Hell yeah. That's 15 plat, baby. I need bags, dude. What is this, gold? Pearl earrings, 1 plat? You know. Time to start looking at stuff while we met up here. Scythe is 13 plat. What else do we have? We have a bronze scythe somewhere, right? What are these fading things? Okay. What? Don't do that. Bronze scythe is only 3 plat. Well, that was wild, wasn't it? That was a close call. But we lived. We didn't run in fear. We stood our ground and fought. And we lived. But see what I mean? I just do crazy shit like that on non-hardcore all the time. That's why I have to play like hardcore games. I don't have to, obviously. I don't really play EverQuest hardcore that much besides that one character. But like on Diablo and everything else, you know, I'm always talking about how I play hardcore. It's because if I don't, I just get bored. And I just like do stupid shit and get myself killed all the time because I'm just bored. But if I have hardcore on, I know the consequences are dire. And I like, for the most part, I lock in and I do that. Obviously I died at 56, but obviously I made it to 56 without dying at the same time, right? So in order for me to like really lock in and take things seriously, sometimes I have to have a dire consequence. It's like exercise. Maybe you guys are like this, but for me, if I want to exercise, I can't just go for a run. I can't just be like, I'm going to go for a run today. Or, you know, I'm just going to, I don't know, do push-ups and jumping jacks. It is so boring to me. So boring. So what I have to do is I have to make competition out of it. If somebody says, hey, do you want to go play basketball or something like that? I'll be like, yeah, for sure. Like, let's go play basketball. And then that's even more exercise or more tiring, more exerting than, you know, jumping jacks or running or whatever. If you're playing competitive basketball where you have to guard the other player and you're running up and down the court and all that, exhausting. Absolutely exhausting. But you don't think about it and you're just doing it and you're having fun. It's fun because, you know, you're competing and whatever. But just to get me to run around the block or something, you're out of your mind. I'll run like around the block once and I'll just be like, all right, I'm just going to go play EverQuest or something. You know, like I'm bored. All right, this is 3. We're coming in at 65% life. Let's see what we can do here. Hopefully it's fine. I mean, the XP's moving. What are we at? We're at 44%. We started at 25. We took a death as well. So it's not like it's not moving. We're killing light blues, but this is the best experience in the game? I think this is like tied with a few other zones for like the highest Zem in the game right now, I think. It's definitely tied for the highest in Velius, but I think it's 166 or 160 or whatever it is. I think that's the highest you can find anywhere. That's like Kedge Keep, here, Sebalus or something. A few other zones. So even though you're killing like mixed light blues and dark blues, it still feels about normal due to the Zem just being so high. We're also using this time to level up some of my skills that were lacking, which pretty much is just repost. Intimidation and disarm, you know, we could be leveling. Let's move disarm actually down because we do have mobs with weapons. Might as well be leveling that up. So I don't know what I want to do. We're playing the monk. We're leveling the monk. I'm having fun there. But I don't know what my overall goal is right now. Obviously with the Beast Lord that recently perished, it was to get to 60 and all that. That didn't happen, so now we're moving on from that. What is my goal now? Right now with Velius out, I don't know. I don't know what my goal is. Just level more characters. I'm wondering when AA will come out. When AA comes out, we're going to play the Necro a lot more and get AAs on the Necro. I wanted to level the Ranger in time for AAs. Fuck. I don't know, we just got to stop looting stuff at this point. Oops. Let's grab that. Oh well. We don't have room for anything. The Ranger would be cool with AAs, especially if they don't nerf headshot. But I don't want to level the Ranger. Oh man, it's brutal. If I gave him some of this monk's gear, it wouldn't be as painful. Like, you know, obviously gave him fungi stuff and all of that. It wouldn't be so painful, but it's absolutely painful leveling that Ranger. But if they don't nerf headshot like they have on TLPs and live, then a Ranger with headshot, endless quiver, all those other bow stuff, when you're actually a bow Ranger instead of a melee Ranger, that could be really fun. You can go to Hill Giants and one-shot them. I think at level 65. At level 65, Hill Giants should be green, I think. Fuck, I aggroed them. Fuck, aggroed them? Alright, we gotta get out of here. Stupid ass skeletons went up and ran that other way. Okay. Oh, whatever. We need to use the staff to keep pace, so. So, yes, if they don't, now they've nerfed a few things here or there, or changed things here or there. I don't think they'll fuck with it, but if they did nerf it, then I'd be a sad boy and not really want to play the Ranger at all. But headshot's pretty cool. So at 65, if you go to Hill Giants, they should be green, I think. And then you can headshot green mobs. Just killing them in one hit. Regardless of like how much life they have. They could have full life and you shoot them and you one-shot them. Potentially, you have a chance to proc a one-shot. Now on TLPs and live, they've changed that to where you have like, oh shit, what am I doing? This. Where you have a chance to one-shot mobs that are like, I don't know, 20% life or less, something like that. So it's like an execute ability instead of just like, you know, a trivial, hey, this mob is trivial. The game recognizes this mob as trivial, aka green, doesn't give experience, stuff like that. And it'll just one-shot it. But like I said, that would be cool just to run around. You got a sew on, you're running around Wraith Mountains. Or Wrath Mountains, excuse me. And just like one-shotting giants in the dome. And then you could shoot also, like, shoot and kill, you know, like the placeholder mobs too. Because you can potentially one-shot those or just kill them. And obviously you can open with a snare. And probably get off hella shots before it gets to you. And probably one of those will proc it, maybe. They might just make they could nerf it in the sense of keeping it the same, but making the proc, like, stupid low. I think it's already, like, decently low, but... What's in here? Oh yeah, we came over here. A bunch of shit that wants to aggro from 10 miles away. Anywho, oh yeah, so after watching, I don't think I finished I'm so scatterbrained all the time, sorry. But after watching like some of the TLP videos and stuff, I don't know if I ever got to the point, and I don't even know what my previous point might have been. But I have another one, or it's the same one that I never got to. Not sure. But watching like the BritConnect's video and stuff, I did make that point. It was about Quarm. Everybody said play Quarm instead, and that was cool. Another point was, as I'm watching some of these TLP videos, I'm seeing like the starting zones and all the zones. Something to point out is on TLPs and Live EverQuest, they redid some zones, as many of you already know. But a couple things that are lame are like the common lands is completely redone. Like all the starter zones are like completely redone. I think it's all the starter zones. So whether you're a gnome, maybe the Iksar one isn't, obviously the Vashir one isn't. But whether you're like a gnome, a human, I honestly don't think Butcher Block Mountains was redone either. Okay, most starting zones were redone. Gnomes, humans, dark elves, so on and so forth. A bunch of them. I don't think Kelthan either. Whatever. Half of them. Like half of them are redone. And I don't know, it just looks dumb. Like nobody likes them. Like even the people who play them don't even like them. But it looks more in line with like the modern graphics and stuff. Freeport's completely redone. If you haven't played TLP, you don't know where you're going in Freeport. Nothing's where it was. Looks nothing like it does now, like on this server on P99. It's just completely different. And then stuff like the common lands is completely redone. And it's one zone, so it's not, the tunnel's completely different. You're not going to use the tunnel because you're going to be using the bazaar, which we will as well here soon. But my point is, like, the tunnel doesn't look recognizable. The common lands isn't like the east and west, it's just the common lands. And then you have like the deserts of Ro, right? Currently we have South Ro, Oasis of Mar, and North Ro. They completely got rid of Oasis of Mar, doesn't exist. It's like part of North Ro, I think. So like if you're looking for the tower with the undead tower and stuff, I think that's in like North Row. Could be in South Row, I don't know. They've changed up some of the music. Like there's like this weird drumming music going on when you're in there instead of like the I forget the name of the song, but the Tear Dow Cry Beneath the Sands blah 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 song. The one everybody loves for sure. It's definitely just not one of my favorites. That one, you don't hear it when you're there. You hear like some like some drumming, like weird ass song. Man, this is brutal. Come on. And now we're aggroing more shit. Just fucking come on. Why are skeletons running, for the love of God? This is a disaster. Thank you. Holy fuck. I don't have attack on for some reason. This has been a wild little play session, you guys. This is just like a rant. We have 3. We're in trouble again. We're gonna have to run or something. Let's see if we can kill one and then feign death, I guess. I should probably just feign death. Let's see if we can just kill one real quick. Okay, no. Go ahead and feign death. They drop, in my head, I was like, if they drop me below 20, we'll just FD, so whatever. The one we're fighting is leaving. That's perfect. That's what you want to happen when you feign death. Sarcasm. Alright, well, let's just stand up and fight this guy. Should be alright. Anyways, okay, so back to try to get my train of thought back on track. Watching some of these TLP videos and stuff, just seeing all the zones and remembering that because I have played / experienced that before. I don't know. A little of me's a little, you know, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh. No, no, no! They didn't believe me. What a disaster of a play session. Of course I wanted to play with the old, with the old group, you know, the old guild and all that stuff. Of course, like there's no denying that. But I don't know, just, oh man. Just looking at those servers again and everything, I was just like, it's kind of just not my style, you know what I mean? And then I almost want to log in. So here's what happened, is we got really close to the launch, right? Really close to the launch, and I thought it was a done deal. I really did. I thought it was a done deal. And I went to reactivate my EverQuest account, even though I got a bunch of chrono, because I'm a baller on TLP that I never play. It's just rotting. I was like, you know, I'm just going to not use chrono, and I'm just going to pay the monthly sub. Bad idea. Sorry, a lot of carbonation. It wants to come up right now. Bad idea. And I was like, I'm just gonna pay the monthly sub. So then I selected, you know, my credit card and whatever. And then of course I let them get me. They're like, oh, you know, it's like way fucking cheaper if you do a 3-month sub. So then I was like, true. And I was like, I'm at least gonna play like 3 months, obviously. And so I was like, all right, let me just do the 3-month sub. And it's like way cheaper. So I did it, and then like the next day the guild leader's like, oh yeah, by the way, I can't play anymore. Which led him, oh, mend worked, nice. Which led him to anointing a new leader, and everybody getting pissed about that, and people like me. Already the guild leader stepping down or like not playing was already enough for me to be like, I don't know. Disarm is going up, nice, hell yeah. And then, you know, it led to like everybody not wanting to play for one reason or another, plus like the new management. And I mean, an update for people, everybody, literally everybody doesn't care, is basically that guild left our Discord, and they're making their own Discord. It's just a completely different guild now. It's not a merge of 2 guilds, and it's a completely different guild now. So anybody in my old guild who's gonna be playing with the new people, they're just joining a different guild at this point. So that whole everything completely got nixed. All right, I said all of that to say this: I have 3 months active on my EverQuest account that I'm not gonna play. I just wasted money. They got me. Got him. Daybreak. So some of you have probably thought already, well, why don't you just go over there and fart around, whatever, since you paid for it? And it's because, I mean, okay. In my mind, that would be like an absolute waste. Whereas some people are like, well, you played hardcore and you died. Now all of that is gone. All, you know, the character, the levels, the 10K you had in the bank, the 10K plat, all the items you farmed, all of that's gone. True. So touche on that. But the TLP would just, I don't know, that at least when I'm playing hardcore, I almost made it. I could have made it. The TLP, there's nothing to make. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to make. And even if I get to the end, even if I get to 60 or the end goal, it's still gone. It's still like dying, because in a year from now, I'll never log into that character ever again. So I don't know. I don't want to. I don't think anybody wants me to anyways. Maybe like 2 people. Now I might log in just to see the clusterfuck. That would be funny, right? So we might do that. We might just log in to just look around at people arguing and running for their lives and fighting over kills and stuff. That's always fun, right? A new server launch is always fun. All right, let's sit here for just a second and get my life up, because we're doing pretty bad. So I might log in. That's today. That's in like a few hours, actually. That's in a few hours from now. So if I can find time to get on, maybe I'll do that. But no, like, you know, nah. I don't know. I just don't wanna. I don't wanna play. I don't know what else to say about that. That's it. So let's see. Not getting any drops. We wasted all of our luck on the Necro. Got both pages and even the 2nd level key, which proves to be a pain in the ass. I've been watching a lot of Cinecool. I actually have his video paused right here that I'm watching in between my own pauses, and I will finish when I'm done here, which is actually pretty quick. We're almost done with our play session here. I don't got that much more time. But in fact, I should pause right now. I think we're gonna do that. Let's get our ass beat a little more, and then when I need to med, I'm gonna feign death. I gotta go check something. I think maybe I alluded to it or mentioned it slightly earlier. Maybe I didn't, and I was thinking it, but I got an alert on my phone or through my email that my solar panels, some of them stopped working. They're attached to some sort of, you know, electronic device, but I guess there's like only so many solar panels are allotted to one device. So half of my solar panels are on one of these devices that the name is failing me, and then the other half are on the other device. Well, one of those devices went, I got an alert that it stopped working. So I'm trying to reset the system to get it to start working again. Otherwise, I got to get like a tech out here to look at it. So I followed the, on the last pause when we were running back to my body, I followed the troubleshoot, turned it off, turned it back on, was basically the troubleshooting, but how you do that is the troubleshooting. So went ahead and did that, and then you're supposed to give it like 10 minutes and then check on it again. So I need to go check on it again. It's been well over 10 minutes. And see if it's back on. If not, I gotta deal with that. Does nothing spawn? I feel like something spawns in there. This guy's back. Okay. So he's still looking for his other page. I think I don't know. He may have never made it up to floor 3. Let's just jump down here and kill these things. It might be annoying. Oh, it's not slippery down here? Perfect. So I should go look at that right now. So once we get low on health again, I'll FD and go do that. Gotta multitask, you know? It's hard just to sit down and veg out. You gotta always be doing something else at the same time. That's why EverQuest is a good game for us old assholes who don't have much time or whatever. because you can always just kind of AFK somewhere and deal with real life. And that's why dad camps are super good too, and I'm always talking about them. And Cinny Cool, who I'm watching, is always talking about dad camps because he, much like me, is always getting interrupted with doing shit. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll log into the TLP sometime today if I get a chance and just record a little bit of footage just to look at it. I don't know if that would be interesting to anybody. It's kind of interesting to me, and that's why I'm saying I might do it. Just to look at everybody running around. Chickens with their head cut off. Doing a little rat race. Maybe that's where I was going. See if we can get this shade before the second one spawns for easier pull. It was nice on the Necro here. I had Levitate and I didn't have to deal with this slippery shit. Ooh, just in time. So the big part of this is getting the page from the wolves, or the page from the dire wolf or whatever. Now I have a couple days off of work, finally. I worked a bunch in order to get a couple days off in a row. And so I might have to pull a crazy, stay up in the middle of the night and try to hunt that thing down when there's less people on. So I might do that in order to get that page. But I should be able, the one where you have to talk to the dude in the back of the cave who doesn't like anybody, I should just be able to sneak and do it, I think. I can sneak and do everything else, pretty sure. I'm surprised we haven't had more people in here, but it is pretty early on a weekday currently. Riposte continues to go up. It's got to be getting near max. It's 144. I forget what our max is right now, but it's got to be close. Disarm has slowed down, but it's going up. Man, this guy, I don't know. Is it me? It feels like this guy's taking forever. There we go. Damn, it's kind of crazy we haven't gotten the key mob to spawn, or... Not that we want him, we don't want him, in fact. I mean, he's worth XP. He'll be a, you know, a decent dark boil. But... still a little bit surprising to me. There's a new season out on Diablo 2. I think Joshy plays that, but I think, right? Aren't you the one that I talked to about it? I'm so sorry. I'm so bad with keeping conversations on lock. But, pretty sure. I wonder if he's been playing. Have you been playing? If that is you, and if you see this. Because I'm thinking about playing a little bit of that season. It's much like, you know, I I always explain this, but Diablo comes and goes. It's a hot flame that burns out quickly, or I don't know what the saying is, something along those lines. You got me. But you play it like, I don't know, maybe if that's your only game, then you don't do it like this. But since it's a side piece for me, you know, typically I'll play hardcore and then I'll just jump in. I'll play it for like a week or two, and then, you know, you get rich quick. I think it's similar, you know, a lot of people compared THJ to EverQuest version of Diablo where, you know, you're just soloing, you're kind of just killing things really fast and doing all that kind of stuff. And even here it is. Even THJ is starting to say that they're gonna have, watch this guy kick my ass. This guy heals, right? Even THJ is starting to talk about having seasons. Now, in a previous episode, holy shit, what was that? Do I gotta run? He's casting? What is that? Listless power, that's not good. In a previous episode, a video, I mean, I had asked, like, what do you do at max level after you clear raids and stuff on THJ? Some people took offense to that for whatever reason. It was an honest question. I don't know what you do. I'm kind of curious. Mend worked. We needed that bad. I'm rooted. Okay. A large undead shaman, no. But I honestly meant it. And you know, I even said, like, on this server, what are you gonna do on this server when you know, when you run out? Fudge. Yeah, come back. You farm AA and stuff, but on that server, people have already have like thousands of AA or some shit like that. So, you know, it progresses really quickly. So I guess you make another character and kind of, you know, do it again. But anyways, I'm getting beyond my point. I brought that up. You know, I was just curious, like, what are people gonna do? You know, and it was kind of like inquiring. You know, I was inquiring. I was like, you know, if I were to play, just say, I want to know what you would do at the end. Now, I've already said I'm not going to play, but, you know, in like a what-if scenario. Anyways, we're rooted, so we're sitting here for a second. So, after I said that, asked that question, they introduced seasons. Now, I think introducing seasons is really good, and I think that's going to be good for that server. And I think the reason they're doing that is for the same reason I asked that question. What do you do? Because it progresses so fast. When something progresses that fast, you need to have some sort of end game that you can constantly push the limit. Like in World of Warcraft, they have Mythic Plus, if you know what that is. You run the same dungeon, but you can make the dungeon a little bit harder and a little bit harder and a little bit harder, and it drops a little bit better loot, a little bit better loot, so on and so forth, right? So it's the same dungeon, for the most part, that you're crawling, but the mobs get harder, they have more life, they hit harder, maybe they cast new spells, or they do different things, stuff like that. They have it on different variations of ARPGs like Diablo or other ones in the form of maps. The maps have tiers: a tier 1 map, tier 2 map, tier 3 map, so on and so forth. It keeps getting harder and harder and harder until stuff is just one-shotting you. That's not just Diablo or Diablo 2 or Diablo 3 or Diablo 4. It's other games as well, but they all have this system. Because you progress so fast, and you can sit down and play Diablo, and in one day you could clear the entire game. You could be not max level. You can be a really high level, like high enough to do everything, wear whatever gear you want, so on and so forth. Because that's not really the point. The point is farming. It's like farming simulator, right? That's what ARPGs kind of are. Loot pinatas. All right. So I asked this question not to be mean, but because it's a very fast progressed version of EverQuest. So what do you do when you've progressed very quickly? It was my question, basically. What I was trying to spit out. Obviously, clearly, as of right now, you can tell I'm not very good at fucking asking questions. So anyways, they've introduced seasons, And this is something that they're taking from ARPGs, the likes of Diablo and such. Can we hit the mob at any point? Okay, cool. It was at 22%, I feel like forever. So then, I think that's really good, really good. Doing these seasons where they're gonna do a server wipe. Now, that leads us back to the question from earlier where we were talking about, oh, it's a waste of time, you know, to play hardcore because you might die and then you lose everything. Well, on ARPGs and stuff, you have these things called seasons where they last 3 months or so. And at the end of that, the server resets, basically. Now, it doesn't necessarily delete your character, but it moves them off of the current server, it dumps them onto a forever server. And then you start new. A brand new economy. Everybody's level 1, everybody has no money, no gear, brand new economy, brand new everything. And you do it all again because it's not about what you get to keep. It's a fucking video game, you know? When you played Mario Brothers back in the day, what are you keeping? You can't even save the game if you're playing NES. You can't, so is that a waste of time? No, you're just having fucking fun. You're just blowing off some steam. You know what I mean? You're just playing to have fun. Obviously, I completely understand MMOs and keeping your progress and all of that. I love it. I'm addicted to it. This is what I do. But I also understand ARPGs where you throw it all away at the end. So, I don't know. I understand both spots. It's not for everybody. Some people like some people don't like the other. Completely understand. You know, I see both point of views. But introducing seasons to THJ, I think, is the best thing they could have done. I think that's the type of EverQuest server that's built for seasons. And I think it's really good. I think that'll actually... I don't know. I think the average, typical EverQuest player maybe doesn't like seasons? Maybe? They don't want to lose all their progress. And like I said, you're not probably going to lose it. They'll probably have a dump server, which is the current server. And then the seasonal server will probably be here. And every time it gets to its end, they'll dump everything onto the old server. And then they'll start anew, and it'll just go in a circle. But it's kind of crazy, though, because the dump server, you know, ends up like inflated, because it's just gonna have like so many items and shit because it just keeps getting dumped on there over and over and over. But that's nothing that couldn't have happened already anyways. Plus, I think it's, I don't know, based on what a lot of people say, you know, you mostly solo anyways, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. You just go get whatever you want yourself. Kind of like Quarm. You don't have to buy stuff on Quarm, you could just go get your own shit, which is a perk of these servers, right? Oh, I want to carry more bone chips. Let's get rid of that. I heard that was happening. I don't watch the THJ's pretty good about doing like dev Q&As. They seem to do them like almost every week, I feel like. If not every week, it's like every couple of weeks. And I've watched one, but I don't watch them all. I don't play on the server, so I'm not that dedicated to watching all the videos, but I have watched them before. And I think that's a really cool thing. I would love for Secrets to do that more often. Obviously busy, not everybody has, you know, is able to do that, but Secrets does go live on Twitch and will basically Q&A anything you want at that time. But I'm really bad about Twitch. I'm never on Twitch. I'm a YouTube guy. Fourth part of the map. Okay, so that's what was on that corpse. What do I have? Ooh, that's the one I need. Let me try to claim it. Not that claiming it does anything. Okay, so we're gonna get that. We're done then. If we get that, we're done. Hopefully we can get that. It had 7 minutes on it. So we'll kill these and then we'll go camp that. And then we did it, boys. You survive. If you made it this far, you survived me ranting and fumbling over my words and being typical me for an hour and a half. Congratulations. That's quite the feat. And then I need to go check on my solar system. I blame my work. I exert so much energy and brain power at work that when I get home, I'm in shambles. Like, I just turn into this, like, mumbling, fumbling desert madman. Like, I don't even know what to do with myself. I swear I'm not like this at work. I'm, like, on point. And I don't know how to, I don't know what to talk about sometimes, so I just ramble. Sometimes I do know what to talk about, though. But I don't like... Oh, man, not this again. Alright. Okay, well, cool. We just looted our own. Feels better that way, huh? We're gonna go ahead and delete this bone chip. Okay, so we did it. We got both of the pieces from in here. Step 1 done. So now we need to go do the Tizzer something dudes in the next zone over. Actually, it's in the Great Divide. I think it's 2 zones over, maybe. What is the next? Whatever. Well, technically it would be multiple zones from here, but I think it's 2 or 3 zones over. I think it's a Great Divide. Yeah. So next zone over is like Eastern Waste or something, Western Waste, one of the wastes, and then we'll go to the Great Divide. We'll farm those dudes. We'll get that drop. Like I said, the biggest one is going to be farming the cats, which at least give XP. They'll spawn the what will they spawn? They'll spawn the dire wolf or something, and then. And then I should probably go to the vendor real quick before we do all of that. Instead of going home, we'll go to the vendor and get rid of all that shit, and then we'll do some of that. And then yeah, we'll do that. But like I said, I might do that in the middle of the night when there's less people on. How many people are out here anyways? Let's just check for funsies. And then we're gonna give a shout out and get ourselves out of here. What do we got? There's only 7 players here, actually. Alright, so I have no idea when I paused the video. I just went on a spiel, an outro, all of that. I have no idea when the video paused, so I'm just going to do it again. And I'll edit it up. Let's thank the members, because that's one thing that I just finished doing. We got the oldest members. We got Sendrith EQ, Les Lamarche, Eric Phalor Schaefer, One Up Carson, and Redo. Those are our oldest of members. Then we got the Red Hearts. We have Sir Funk and Zachary Johnson. I went out of order. The next oldest of members, or the longest tenure of members, we have the Black Hearts. Sorry about that. We got Raptorac 1, Gavin Marsh, Arl86, Big Mike Parsons. We've got Vincent, Vorge, Not That Kind of Bear, Jowl Chives, Lanix, Joshy Z, let me know. You playing Diablo PD2 this season? Curious. Sean Farrell, Fatastic Pat, Joe H. Then we got the Red Hearts, Zachary Johnson, and Sir Funk, and then the brand new, the newest of members, we have Holy Diver and Sigil GM. Thank you, dudes. Cheers to you. Some caffeine. Keeping the lights on. Keeping me going. Listening to me ramble. Thank you very much. Really enjoyed that last lore video I did. So maybe looking into that, you know, a little more. There's not more. I wish there were more comics to do because I had a lot of fun doing that. I thought it turned out well. Got a lot of practice in on that first and only one. So a future one would or should be better. But I don't think there's more comics. There's these very tiny little comics that come with different box sets of the game over the years, but they would make for like a 3-minute video. So, I mean, it could be done, but it would be very short and kind of weird. What are we doing? We're playing, obviously, the monk here. We're leveling the monk, but We're supposed to be, there's a couple of my friends, a real life friend, and then just an online friend who we kind of have the same play time sometimes. And so we're looking to play the Necro with them and or the Wizard with them. We can group together because they're in their mid to pushing the later 50s. So they can group with the Wizards only 50, but that should be fine. And the Necro's obviously 60. So, and we have grouped a couple times before. I didn't record it, but I shall be recording some of those. And we can have some fun there while we do the whole solo thing on this monk, at least for now. But also, what is that? What is that red thing over there? But also, when this monk gets higher, we'll likely be grouping as well. So there'll be some of that. That's what we got on the forecast. Thanks for listening to me ramble crazily this entire time. We got our pages, yay us. I will see you in the next video.